It's a wonderful experience. I'm very hopeful for the museum and its future, and for Hong Kong.
Nancy Lee, 60 years is more than half a century. Yet if you think about it, it's just a blip in human history. As the Hong Kong Museum of Art celebrates its special 60th anniversary this year, what are some of the milestone moments that speak to the legacy of its lifetime?
Well, I arrived in Hong Kong in the late 1980s, and I recall everyone saying this is a cultural desert. I didn't find it quite like that, because Hong Kong was very lively with folk traditions, but it didn't have sort of very established cultural institutions. So when the museum was built here on Tsim Sha Tsui in 1991, I thought the Hong Kong Museum of Art has the potential to become a very important cultural institution for Hong Kong and for Asia.
How close are we to that ambition, though, of being a truly world-class cultural centre?
Hong Kong has really changed in the past 20 years. Now we have an entire ecosystem of fine art fairs, of art auction houses, art galleries, and many buyers, collectors based here, and some fabulous new museums, both here in Tsim Sha Tsui as well as West Kowloon. I think Hong Kong can totally make its mark in arts and culture.
And how do you think that we can better share that culture, not only with the people here in Hong Kong and across China, but more widely too?
Indeed, I think Wu Guangzhong saw very early on the potential of Hong Kong and what it embodied, and it encapsulated both the best of the East and the West. So he loved Hong Kong, but most importantly, he felt that Hong Kong told his story in a way that was very sensitive and understood its depth and what it meant to bring traces of the West into his art and modernize Chinese art. Our museum underwent a major renovation and reopened during 2019 in the midst of social unrest. And we all had a bit of fear what might happen to the museum, as so many places in Hong Kong were not safe. But actually, the opposite happened. We could see that people were coming here and draw in inspiration and peace and quiet. Really, it was a moment of such joyful peace in the museum for them. And I think people enjoy that very much.
The harbour offers us, and windows like these, a look onto the world as it happens. And the museum has been the gathering point of that as it unfolds. How will you use the museum to further impact the future that you anticipate is coming up ahead?
Well, that's a big question. What we have been doing very quietly for many years is to bring young people into the museum through the schools by a free bus system. We've been drawing the wider public into the museum through Sunday concerts. And in the summertime, we have a program for underprivileged children from many different backgrounds to come and enjoy the art. I think this is the way that we have reached out to the widest community possible in Hong Kong. And this is a role that the museum will continue to play, to nurture the young and to expose them to new ideas, great art.
Please give a warm welcome for James Chow.
I'm James Chow, host of the China Current, with a glimpse into tomorrow's world and stories about the human experience everywhere.